Console Wars! It's one of those topics that us gamers love to talk about. And by talk about, I mean try to prove that our favorite console is better than the others. Why? Because it has game on it. The other crap only has game on it. Gross. I didn't know you had the capacity of being so damn wrong.
What? Slap!
Or you only have one console and you need to convince everyone else and yourself that you didn't waste all of your hard-earned money. I mean, it looked so cool. They said it was going to be VR. I was so wrong. And while we're talking about console wars, some consoles are just made to fight each other. Like the SNES and the Genesis, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, and the one we're focusing on today, the Sony PSP versus the Nintendo DS. Both of these handheld powerhouses are fantastic for drastically different reasons, and both have their fan bases. Starting off, we have the Nintendo DS. It's one of the best-selling consoles of all time at a ridiculous 154 million units sold over its lifetime. Why, you ask? Well, hell, I don't know. People really needed their brains tested while petting virtual dogs. And if that seems random, those are two of the best-selling games on the console. That seems strange, but that's the reason the DS did so well. The DS was the choice of casual players as well as people that called themselves gamers at the time. Of course, there are a lot of games like New Super Mario Bros., Pokemon Black and White, Super Mario 64 DS, Metroid Prime Hunters, and Mario Kart DS that were easy enough for everyone to pick up and play, but deep enough that people could really dive into these titles as they pleased. And with accessories like the Rumble Pack, the Opera browser, that's so ridiculous, Wi-Fi connectors, and even an MP3 player, the DS truly became an all-in-one machine before smartphones ruined everything. I mean, became widely available. And there's my one old man yelling at the cloud moment. I'm gonna try to limit these to one per video, I promise. I'm gonna try. And in the opposite corner, we have the only official handheld gaming device to use a disc, the PlayStation Portable. This sleek and beautiful machine was the preferred choice of millions. Granted, not as many millions as the DS, selling a respectable 76.3 million units worldwide. That's less than half that sold of the DS. But if I only cared about sales numbers, my favorite movie would be Avatar, my favorite book would be Don Quixote, and my favorite band would be the Beatles. And I could tell you confidently that none of those are even remotely close to my actual choices. Sales numbers aside, the PSP hit the ground running. At launch, it came with UMDs, also known as Universal Media Discs, that not only could hold video games, but movies as well. There was a built-in MP3 player, and the graphics were unlike anything we had seen in our hands. And with some of its greatest selling games being Grand Theft Auto, Monster Hunter, God of War, Daxter, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, and even a mainline entry to the Metal Gear series Peace Walker, the PSP had some serious hitters at bat. And even though the PSP used a very stupid version of a SD card for storage to prevent hacking, it got hacked almost immediately, turning the PSP into a very powerful emulation station that you could take on the go. As far as accessories go, the PSP didn't really have that many. But there was a camera attachment that could be used to, well, you know, take pictures. And could be used with games like Invisimals, iPet Adventures, and, well, actually that's all of them. But one of the best accessories ever made for a handheld made the PSP the perfect home console as well. With the AV cables, you could output your PSP to a television. I mean, damn, that's still super useful today even. With both consoles being so amazing, I had to figure out which of these people liked the most. So ignoring my "I don't just follow the numbers" mantra, I did a poll on Level 7's Instagram and Facebook pages and just asked, which is your favorite? Super complicated, I know. After 24 hours and 275.5 people later, this will make sense in a second, I got my answer. Drum roll, please. 138 people voted for the DS, and 137.5 people voted for the PSP. Alas, the DS comes out of this round the winner.
Yay!
The 0.5 was actually a vote for the PlayStation Vita, and I counted it as a half point to squash a tiebreaker just in case. The console wars will become a regular focus for Level 7 games this year, and this is just the beginning, so make sure you follow our Instagram and Facebook pages to be part of the next poll. By the end of 2022, there will be a winner crowned as Level 7's most beloved console. What that entails, you'll just have to wait and see. So until the next poll, thanks again for being here so much. It really makes our day, and thank you again for voting, and make sure you do it again on the next poll because that is exactly what made this video possible. So without you guys, I'm a little lost. On that note, I'll see you all next time.